My name is Ross Turbo Levine. I am the current middleweight champion of Karate Combat, two-time world champion, and fighting style is violent, man.
Oh! Ross Levine's going to get a TKO victory in the second round here.
No way, he knew it!
Ross Levine is a special combat artist. He's also on the front end of kind of the American invasion of fighters.
My history with Karate Combat's been kind of wild, man. I mean, during COVID, I got released from the last organization I was in during those times, and Karate Combat picked me up. They flew me right away over to Budapest, and I had a fight against big, tall Russian guy, southpaw, kind of funky.
A very, very focused Ross Levine from New York City, originally starting in points karate, moving into full contact kickboxing, and now coming full circle back to full contact karate.
Granovich was a little bit of a feeling out process. He was never experienced in the pit before, so he had to figure that out.
I was able to just fight through some of that adversity of being uncomfortable and never being in the pit. It was my first time using small gloves. I had never fought for Karate Combat before. And I just remember being in here and like round 1 was really slow. I was uncomfortable. Round 2 was a little bit better. Round 3, I really started finding the leg and really putting him away.
In his first fight in Karate Combat, we saw Ross disassemble his opponent. Started at the bottom, worked his way up, got to the body, and he beat him up from the ground up.
And by like the middle end of round 3, I really knew I had it, but it was kind of late. I wanted to put the pressure on a little bit more and get that finish. But unfortunately, he was tough too, so I didn't get a chance to.
An elegant performance by Ross. Very, very, very smart, attacking from different angles.
Well, we very much look forward to seeing Ross Levine again.
Then right away, I get thrusted into a title contender fight with Igor de Castañeda, who was the Iberian Bull. Big, strong guys, knocking everybody out.
The winner of this fight gets a title shot against our middleweight champion, Shaheen Atamov.
The second time, when he fought Igor de Castañeda, ooh, that was a whole different animal. I mean, the way he took care of business, it was crazy.
The American constantly marching forward here.
I think leading up to that point, I did everything that I expected to do. We systematically broke him down piece by piece. He was tired, he was exhausted, he was losing his timing, and we took advantage of every mistake he made.
Oh! Big right shot as a counter. That's backed up against the face, spinning wheel kick to the head.
Knocked him down, fell against the wall, and then he decided to make a spinning back kick to the head. An Ushiro Mawashi Yodangiri, that's what they call that in Japanese.
Oh, and the referee's going to wave this one off, but Ross Levine's going to get a TKO victory in the second round here.
My second fight finished with a great TKO that went viral, and now I'll be here to win a world championship.
The challenger!
Ross Levine is getting a title shot pretty fast, but you know why? Because he's simply that good.
My first 2 opponents are the perfect blend for me to lead up and fight Shaheen.
Final instructions from Mark Goddard.
Ross is going to create a scenario in which you are susceptible to something crazy.
Not giving him any time to breathe.
We get right into a title fight against the best grappler in the division, and no one's ever seen me being tested with my grappling, and we really put a lot of work in. We did a lot of things that were unconventional for me, learned a lot of judo, and fought a 5-round decision, fought through a ton of injuries.
They're just moving from corner to corner around the pit here.
Oh, there's the counter.
Nice little hand on the way in.
A new Karate Combat middleweight champion of the world!
Feeling that moment of accomplishing a dream is just that. It was a dream. It was an amazing moment. It was a tough fight. It was my first 5-round decision. So it was a really good time for me to show my skills, show some heart, some grit, a little bit of determination, and then of course everything that I've been working at since I was 7 years old.
For years and years and years and years and years, those two sacrificed everything for me. They drove me to every little tournament up and down the East Coast so I can get the experience to eventually be here. And I promised you I was gonna be something more than just a physical therapist. I'm a fucking world champion, and I can't wait to put it on your shoulders.
Ross, congratulations. Of course, you're going to need to defend that belt. What does the future hold?
Well, as a champion, you don't get to decide who comes next. So I'm here, I'm ready, I'm training, and we're going to get after it again.
Ross Levine versus Igor de Castañeda.
These guys fought before. And now we have a title fight, and the story continues.
And then, yeah, most recently this year, I get a rematch with Igor de Castañeda again.
I love the intimidation from both.
What are you going to say? Let's go!
Let's go!
Yeah, there's always a big difference when you fight someone for the first time and then get a chance to fight them again. Now it's just an opportunity for us to go in and break him down systematically, but we can kind of let things go a little bit earlier, a little sooner, and jump right on our opportunities.
Oh, he lands a big left, and that has ended this one. Ross Levine remains the Karate Combat middleweight champion.
Wow.
The way he knew it, he felt it.
That was the fastest counter. It was like he knew exactly what he was doing.
I'm taking this whole fucking place.
So is there anyone else you want to fight? You almost wiped out the division, right?
I'll fight them all. When they're done, I'm going to 205.
Turbo Ross, you are a genius when it comes to fighting, and I would be honored to step in the cage at 205 against you.
I love the fact that Sam Alvey's my first fight at 205.
Ross Levine is our undefeated champion, and no one has been able to stand in front of him.
I'm undefeated because of my preparation.
Everything he does is with a reason.
I'm a two-time Karate Combat middleweight world champion, looking for my third world title. First time ever two-division world champion.
I don't think moving up a weight class was a mistake at all. You know, I want to stay active. Unfortunately, I've cleaned out the middleweight division so much that there were no opportunities for me. You know, the availability was to move up to 205, and I've always wanted to challenge myself, and I thought it was a great opportunity against a really, really good, experienced fighter in Sam, and we took that challenge, and we're very, very proud of it.
Now this is the Karate Combat middleweight champion, attempting to become the first two-time champion.
There's always keys to victory. I think the big thing is not being surprised by Sam's power. You know, and everyone has knockout power, especially in this weight class as we get a little bit higher. So just doing what I normally do, you know, walk him down, keep the pressure, and systematically break him down piece by piece until I find the opening, or he gives me the opening, and then I can put his lights out.
Oh, that one hurt him.
Wherever this goes, it's going to dictate the pace of 2024, and without a doubt, you're going to see a superstar rise for Karate Combat on that day, December 15th.
Oh!
There he goes.
And now this is that clinch we spoke about, and that's a huge takedown from Sam Alvey, landing all his body weight.
Sam Alvey was easily 35 to 40 pounds heavier than me in the pit.
Oh my God, a powerbomb!
Is that legal?
Someone who's got over 80 professional fights, who knocks out a majority of people that he's fought, over 50% knockout ratio for Sam. And I went 6 rounds, took his best shots. He was all over me, he was tossing me, ground and pound, and I got up every time, and I chased him down, and I was hitting him. So, you know, I landed more significant strikes than he did. I kicked a hell of a lot more than he did. I never backed up. I went at him the entire time.
Starting to see some really...
This is what
big shots as well.
Big shots. He's on the ground 5 seconds.
I don't think my stock went down at all. I learned a ton about myself. I learned how my chin is. I learned I could take a great shot. I learned that when I'm faced with adversity, I'm going to get up and I'm going to keep fighting and always look for the finish.
The winner, Smiling Sam Alvey.
We were impressed with how well Sam Alvey was able to take some of Ross's shots. You know, I thought Ross outstruck him in that fight, and that wasn't enough.
Smiling Sam Alvey is the champ at 205.
You got to believe that weight had a lot to do with it. The way he's able to back Levine down and give him very little retreat when he presses on him like that.
Although this is the first time a lot of people have ever seen me lose as a professional, I've lost many, many times. I lose in training on a weekly basis. I've lost a lot in my point fighting career before I became as successful as I was. So just because you guys have never seen me lose doesn't mean I haven't lost, and it also doesn't mean that I'm just gonna fall apart now.
Ross, This is my time, buddy.
This is a dramatic main event. Ross Levine, one of the greatest champions Karate Combat has ever had. He's back at his weight class to defend his title. He's taking on Adrian Hadjibaj.
Our undefeated middleweight champion Ross Levine is going to be on the card, and boy, if you haven't seen him fight before, you better get ready. In my book, he could be the best fighter that Karate Combat has to offer. Which he is. I think he is the best, but I don't want to say that for the other fighters.
Ross Levine looking to make another successful title defense here in this middleweight division.
Everyone at this weight class that has stepped in there has tried and failed miserably at what they do best. So I'm 100% going to knock out Adrian Hadjibaj.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event!
Well, we welcome the Eagle, Adrian Hadjibaj, making his way over from Birmingham Martial Arts in Michigan.
I think Adrian's a talented martial artist, but I think what he does well, Ross does even better. This fight is going to be Ross's masterclass. It's about dominating and showing his skill set.
Fighters, enter the pit!
I should point out he does have a doctorate of physical therapy as well, runs a fantastic company called Turbo Sports Performance, taking care of all the strength and conditioning and rehab for other combat sports athletes.
So he's a doctor?
Of physiotherapy, yeah.
Dr. Ross Levine?
As far as I know.
You know, when you have someone like Adrian who's a good counter fighter and moves really well and tries to pull you into his game, I think the big thing is his game plan is like an onion, right? We have to peel back all the layers.
Ross Levine has never fought mixed martial arts. Adrian Hadjibaj has domestic titles and quite a hefty mixed martial arts record, actually a 13-2 pro MMA record. So in the wrestling department, I expect Hadjibaj to...
Oh boy!
Once we start stripping away all the layers of what it is that he really wants to do, then it's a slow destruction from that point forward.
Oh, again, the knee, and that's to counter the blitz.
That first knee really hurt Adrian, you can tell.
Good first round in the books. Let's go ahead and listen in to the corner of Ross Levine.
Okay, that's fine. You heard his too.
Okay.
You heard his too.
I know.
Take a second. Deep breath. Deep breath. All right. So listen to me. That right knee to the body hurt him.
Yes.
If we pay it one more time, the high kicks are gonna be there, right? He's baiting on it early. So we're gonna hit him with that one more time when we get in exchange, then high kicks early. No laziness to let him grapple, right? Be fresh.
Well, Ross Levine gonna go to the well on that knee one more time and try and open up the kicks to the head. Oh, a little attempted sweep from Hadjibaj, and he lands a big left on the break.
And we heard Levine's corner. They were mentioning to go to the body with the kick or the knees, and then go to the head.
We haven't seen that yet, though, in this second round.
No, but there's a lot of room for kicks now. But if you kick, if you go first and attempt a kick, you leave the room, you leave an opportunity for your opponent to blitz in with the cross. Sure. So it's dangerous.
Huge kick from Ross Levine. Walk off KO to keep the middleweight belt.
Oh my goodness!
Wow!
Oh my goodness!
He caught Hadjibaj circling out of the corner into the right high kick.
Wow! Wow!
And still the undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Turbo Ross Levine!
Ross, congratulations on the victory. We were all wondering how you would do after your last fight. You came back out here, got the knockout win. How's it feel?
That's life, right? You're going to see that in life. It's not a straight trajectory. We don't get out of life undefeated. This is what you're supposed to do when shit hits the fan. You get back up and you keep working.
In between the first and the second round, you went back to your corner. Your corner said, go to the body with the knee. It's going to open up the head kick. And that's exactly what you did.
Yes, sir. That's what we've been practicing this entire time. I mean, we knew Adrian is so good. He really is. We haven't seen a lot of him, but he is so good. Guys, we worked so hard. We worked so hard.
Earlier in the night, Marcus Perez said he wanted to fight the champion. Do you have any response for that?
Yeah, I apologize. I congratulated him. But listen, there's a man in my corner. Where's Johnny Tension? This is one of the best martial artists on the planet. I've been singing the gospel about this man since I was 16 years old. And one time he told me that every champion has a story. My fight career has been an amazing story. An amazing story. This is where it ends.
Are you retiring?
Yes, sir. This was my last professional fight. I've been. I've been a world champion on a couple different stages. I've been a world champion with sport karate, world champion here multiple times. Been a world champion student, world champion coach. There's a lot of things I really need to be world champion in too. I want to be a world champion son, a world champion husband, someday a world champion father. And I'm going to put so much, everything that I put into this is going to go into every single thing I do in my life. And this is what made me, and it will continue to shine.
Well, it was certainly a pleasure to watch you fight and do your thing. Ross, congratulations on an amazing career. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Ross Turbo Levine.
Boss Rutten here. Thanks for watching Karate Combat. Don't forget to subscribe. Awesome.